tonight on Tom's River Schools Today, we will take a look at your upcoming weather.
And as always, we have a look at some of the events from around the school district. Tom's River Schools Today starts in 2 minutes.
In the clique, the awful names at the stick. You're never gonna fit in much, kid. But if you're troubled and hurt, what you got under your shirt will make them pay for the things that they did.
Hello and welcome to Tom's River Schools Today for Wednesday, December 11th, 2019. I'm Kira Bruno.
And I'm Maddie Gatanis. Later on tonight, we will check out your weather and we look at how one wrong thing turned out right.
But up first tonight, we take a look at our elementary schools in our Elementary Happening segment.
Starting off our elementary happenings, check with your main office for the times and days for your upcoming school plays.
Let's take a look at today's random fact of the day.
Hi, I'm Mikkel Baker with TV21's Random Fact of the Day. Did you know the original prototype for the Star Trek Enterprise spaceship was stolen from creator Gene Roddenberry's unlocked van?
It's time to take a trip around the world in our 60-second road trip. Can you guess where we are today?
Hear the drums echoing tonight, and she hears only whispers of some quiet conversation. She's coming in 12:30 flight. The moonlit wings reflect the stars that guide me towards salvation. I stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some old forgotten words or ancient melodies. He turned to me as if to say,
Sometimes something wrong turns out to be right. An elderly Albuquerque woman in need of a walker mistakenly calls the wrong place. However, the people on the other end of the line make it turn out all right. Brittany Bade reports.
And I was wondering if you had a tall walker for a 5-foot person.
After 4 unanswered calls, Bernice decided to leave a voicemail. She thought she was calling a medical supply store.
If you do, would you please call.
but had accidentally got the last digit wrong. She had actually been calling a special agent at the Bernalillo County District Attorney's Office.
I put it on speakerphone and played it for everybody. It was a different kind of missed call, and it was kind of cute and humorous at the same time.
When he called back to sort things out,
She just said, "I'm been trying to get a hold of anybody with a walker."
instead of just telling her she had the wrong number, the special agent and other analysts decided to find the walker for her.
We might have purchased 3 walkers before we got it right.
Then yesterday, 8 employees with the DA's office showed up at her door to surprise her with it.
This is about right, guys.
Is that right? It can go lower. Do you want it lower?
And the surprise did not stop there.
How much do I owe you?
0.
All of the employees chipped in, paying for the walker themselves. But the thoughtful gift was just part of her excitement.
They all, want,
You bought me lots of hugs.
they all wanted to meet you.
Brittany Bade,
Oh, I just love you to pieces.
KRQE News 13.
A Kentucky woman claims that a balloon from California landed in her field last week. A Kiwanis club in Visalia, California, released hundreds of branded balloons in the afternoon of December 2nd. A balloon with similar branding was reportedly found in Kentucky the next morning. Kale Hunt has more.
A balloon just like this supposedly traveled thousands of miles from California to Kentucky.
I have no belief that it could be possible until she let us know.
Patrick Salazar with the organization says they handed out thousands of balloons at the Visalia Christmas parade on December 2nd. And the very next day, their Facebook page received a message.
There was a message on there that said there was a lady in Greenville, Kentucky, Kristen Dukes, a very nice lady, sent us a really nice message saying that she found our balloon in her pasture, in her farm.
What seems almost impossible can't 100% be ruled out.
Well, it is highly unlikely, but it cannot be totally ruled out. I have never really heard about a balloon of that size traveling that far.
Patrick Salazar with West Visalia Kiwanis says this balloon would have to have traveled thousands of miles, bouncing over the Sierra Mountain in less than 24 hours to have safely landed in a field in Kentucky Tuesday, December 3rd. In a phone interview, Christian Dukes in Kentucky says her husband found the balloon bobbing in their field.
When I asked him about where, what was the deal with the balloon on the table, where did you get a balloon, he notified me that he had found it floating across our field when he had gone out to feed our cattle.
Duke says they live in a very rural part of Kentucky, so to find a balloon from California was just bizarre.
I mean, our farm is almost at the end of a dead-end road, so we wouldn't have, our neighbors haven't been to California or anything recently, so.
It's now time for us to take a look at the dictionary.com's word of the day. Today's word is forby, meaning besides. And now for today's sentence. I wonder you dinna think shame to hold up your face to me, forby the minister.
Now we are going to take a short break, but coming up, we take a look at our intermediate happenings.
And we also take a look at your weather, so stick around. We'll be right back.
When I get to the bottom, I go back to the top of the slide, where I stop and I turn and I go for a ride, till I get to the bottom and I see you again. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you, don't you want me to love you? I'm coming down fast, but I'm miles above you. Tell me, tell me, tell me, come on, tell me the answer. Well, you may be a lover, but you
Can't. I'm busy right now.
That's the way we get by, the way we get by. All that's the way we get by, the way we get by. That's the way we get by, the way we get by, the way. That's the way we get by. That's the way we get by. We found a new kind of dance in a magazine. Try it out, it's like nothing you ever seen. Your sweet talk like a cup, you know it. You bought a new bag of parts, so let's make a new start. And that's the way to my heart, the way to my heart. That's the way we...
Starting off intermediate happenings at Intermediate North School apparel is available and on display in the front entrance of the building. Order forms are available in the main office of the school.
It is now time for our environmental tip of the day. Each day we'll bring a tip that will help save the environment. Let's take a look at today's tip.
Brew Certified Coffee, a USDA certified organic label, means it was grown using sustainable standards.
Every day on this show, we will be bringing you a tip of the day, so stay tuned tomorrow as we give you another way to help save the environment.
An Oklahoma school district is taking the care of its students to a new level. Not only is it giving food to students, but it is now providing washers and dryers and showers for kids without running water at home. Cassandra Sweetman reports.
It makes me sick at my stomach.
The thought of a child hungry at home. It's a problem that more than 75% of the students at Wewoka Public Schools may face.
I think people don't realize how many children that we have that are going hungry.
But the superintendent, Dr. Shelley Gamble, says teachers have noticed other things keeping kids out of class. Students who don't have running water at home, who can't shower or wash their clothes.
So we'll give them stuff like that to help so they don't get made fun of or bullied.
Recent grad Michaela Velasquez and senior Gavin Weatherly work closely and discreetly with any students who need a little help.
If they want to come to us about clothes and showers, then we don't tell nobody because that's their business.
Now their work will be made easier after the school purchased 2 washer and dryers and started running hot water through an unused shower. The district reaching out to the community for detergents, shampoos, other hygiene products to help keep the kids healthy and comfortable.
We're on the school improvement list, and the truth is until you meet their basic needs, their test scores are not going to improve.
And because some basic necessities are a luxury here.
The opportunities to come and shower and get their clothes washed and just be able to get food, I think that'll help a lot.
An Atlanta area church made the holiday season a little better for 24 families. They paid off $10,000 worth of Walmart layaway bills. Here's Alyssa Hyman.
Merry Christmas. Thank you. Can I have a hug?
Yes.
Oh.
For Sawanda McCreary, this was the extra Christmas spirit she needed heading into the holidays this year. McCreary told us that her 28-year-old son, Justin, died in April.
And I used to take him shopping every year for his children for Christmas. He left 3 kids behind.
This year, McCreary had to do the shopping alone, which was hard emotionally and financially. So when she showed up to this Walmart in Southwest Atlanta Monday to find out that Cascade United Methodist Church had paid off her entire layaway order, she couldn't believe it.
It's a big help. It's a tremendous help because I really wasn't able to do it. Because sometimes I would borrow money, and to get this phone call meant a whole lot to me.
In all, the church paid off $10,000 worth of layaway items for more than 23 local families in need.
It means everything to us. To see the smiles on families' faces at Christmas, I mean, you just can't beat that.
We appreciate it.
A generous gift that helped so many, like Laurel Sessions, who can now take home Christmas presents for the grandkids that she otherwise wouldn't have been able to afford.
It helped me to be able to pay a bill that I didn't have the money for, that I needed this bill paid, and it just came right at the right time.
Alyssa Hyman, Channel 2 Action News.
It is now time for another break. Coming up later in the show, we will take a look at your high school happenings.
Tom's Over Schools Today will be right back.
Oh, so you are a fussy. Oh, so you are a fussy. Oh, well, now that they're up and gone, at least we don't have to hold on to something that was never, never gonna come. I fall so fast to the stars, drive model cars. I've got no dreams, no guts, just enemies. Oh, friends, yeah, I got one or two. Maybe you could be friends too. Are you in control? I think so. Well, maybe no. Oh, so you are a fussy. Oh, so you are a fussy. We'll do it all. Everything on our own. We don't need anything or anyone. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world?
Starting off our high school happenings, attention students and staff. The school store is now open to serve you. We are stocked with all your Raider apparel needs, including Champion and Under Armour brands. The school store is open every day after school from 1:40 to 2 p.m. We also have Yoo-Hoo, Snapple, and water for $1, as well as many delicious snacks to get you energized for your after-school practices. Stop in soon. It's time to get Raiderized.
Let's now take a look at what grinds our gears.
Hi, I'm Taylor Pistone, and it grinds my gears when I wake up 5 minutes before my alarm clock goes off.
An Iowa couple has an unusual idea for a bed and breakfast. They're convinced people will want to sleep with their cows and plan to rent rooms inside a working dairy barn. Roger Riley paid them a visit and filed this report.
If you visit Dan and Lynn Boland's New Day Dairy Farm near Clarksville, it looks like most new modern barns. Some 150 cows here are milked around the clock using a robot.
There's an automated milking system from AMS Galaxy USA. That automated milking system is open to the cows. They're free to go and get milked anytime they choose.
This family decided they wanted to share their farm life experience with visitors, so they're opening a bed and breakfast right in the barn.
And now we are opening the guest barn bed and breakfast part where we're sitting here, where you can sit at these wonderful loft windows.
Part of the idea is that people who buy their dairy products want to know where they come from.
To come here, stay close to where their food, milk, yogurt, ice cream is produced every day. Our milk goes to a cheese plant in Luena, Iowa, and gets made into cream cheese and Swiss cheese.
Now this couple is entering a Farm Bureau contest to try to win money to help expand their bed and breakfast. They're asking people to vote for them. Dan and Lynn love all their cows. In fact, they know each by name.
It's what I knew growing up. All of our cows had names, and you identify each individual cow by her name. You know them, and
the couple is very close to opening their bed and breakfast to the public, where they hope people will take time to take a selfie with a cow.
It is now time for us to take a short break. After the break, we take a look at your 3-day forecast.
Tom's River Schools Today will be right back.
Broken bottles in the hotel lobby. Seems to me like I'm just scared of never feeling it again. But I know it's crazy to believe in silly things, but it's not that easy. I remember it now, it takes me back to when it all first started. But I've only got myself to blame for it, and I accept it now. It's time to let it go out and start again. But it's not that easy. But I've got high hopes. It takes me back to when we started. High hopes when you let it go. Crowded hallways are the loneliest places for outcasts and rebels, or anyone who just dares to be different. And you've been trying for so long to find out where your place is, but in their narrow minds there's no room for anyone who dares to do something different. Oh, but listen for a minute. Trust the one who's been where you are, wishing all it was sticks and stones. Those words cut deep, but they don't mean you're all alone, and you're not invisible.
Let's now take a look at our 3-day forecast. Coming tomorrow, it will be sunny with a high of 36 and low of 28. On Friday, it will be rainy with a high of 52 and low of 47. And finally, for Saturday, the rain continues with a high of 58 and low of 40.
Wrapping up tonight's show, some elementary students in Albuquerque, New Mexico are crying foul after someone stole their favorite class pet chicken, Brady Walkena reports.
It hurts my feeling that somebody would do that.
Mrs. Groth's first grade class at Hodgen Elementary School is still in disbelief and in search of the Grinch who stole Polka Dot, one of their 5 pet chickens.
It's just sad that people don't respect other people's property. And honestly, it was a school project, so not only did they just take a chicken, they kind of destroyed some children's faith in humanity.
She says on Monday, one of the teachers noticed the chickens were out of their coop located in the courtyard at the school. Growth says after doing a head count, they realized Polka Dot was missing. They found several holes in the coop's meshing and believe someone hopped the giant gate to steal their beloved class pet.
How have they changed since they were hatched? What's different? They got bigger. Good.
Growth says the chickens are part of their year-long project about taking care of animals. They raised them from an egg all the way until they saw them hatch.
It's been an awesome project. They've really learned a lot about taking care of a living animal, but it's sad when one of them is missing. They just don't get it. They're first graders. They don't understand why somebody would do that.
Growth says her students have made several signs pleading with the public to help them find Polka Dot. They're posted throughout the school and the surrounding neighborhood.
So which one is a rooster? Who is that? Jelly.
Students don't care who stole Polka Dot. They just want him to come back home.
Polka Dot is my favorite chicken. I miss him and I wish he would come back to Hodgin.
Brady Wakayama, KRQE, News 13.
Remember, if you have a story you would like us to cover,
or if you have an announcement about an upcoming event, please send it interschool mail to TV Studio at High School East, or you can email us at tv21@trschools.com.
Also, be sure to tune in TV21 throughout the day to catch this show as we bring you stories from around the district. Also, please take a look at our website, www.trschools.com/TV21.
Well, that wraps up tonight's show. For Tom's River Schools Today, I'm Addie Tanis.
And I'm Kira Bruno. Have a great night.